Hello everyone, I'm Batman, about to play scary games. In today's video, we're gonna see how to add a cutscene, specifically adding the dying animation in Unity. This video will be put inside a series of videos covering Unity tips and tricks, which can actually help you in your game dev journey. I've published my own retro horror game called Fractured Psyche. It's a psychological horror game. If you're into this stuff, you can actually check it out with the link in the description. With all that being said, let's put on the mask and begin. What I'm gonna add is, I'm gonna add the animation exactly in the scene, exactly in the scene. For example, like a dying animation. If you get lots of damage, you get this animation running. And in another video, I'm gonna create the cutscene where black comes in and animation is running. Again, a black comes in and it goes out, goes back to our game. The model I'm gonna use for dying is this Batman in here, which we use in our how to mix some animations video. And now it has an animation. It has a dying animation. We use this one, which had an idle animation that we mixed. And I also gave it this dying animation, which actually dies. So right now I have an FPS controller which I can use to move around. So you see, this is running the animation, so he died. What is the logical thing if you want to add the animation? It is we have to connect this model to our FPS controller. So wherever the FPS controller is going, this model is actually going. And we're gonna deactivate the model so we don't see it in game. And when we die, we deactivate our normal camera and we just activate this animation. And that is exactly the thing we're gonna do in this video. We have this FPS controller which I showed you, it moves around, and we have this idle Batman. So what do we want to do? So how do we make it follow the FPS controller? It is very simple. You just drag and drop this idle onto this FPS controller. So now this idle is a child of the FPS controller. So when I move it around, the model moves with it. So I'm just going to reset it. So how do we put it exactly on the same place as the FPS controller? This is easy as well. So you can just make this position 0, 0, or you can just right click on transform, go to reset property and reset the position. As you see, it is a little above the ground. You can put it on the ground. It is okay. So this is on the ground. And I'm also gonna have it follow the FPS controller's rotation. So I'm gonna reset the rotation. And now it is exactly looking where the FPS controller is looking at. And when I look this way, you see it is running the animation, but it is moving with the FPS controller. So a better thing to do when we want to do something like this is to make this model a child of an empty object. So if we want to do anything, we just do it on the empty object and we don't just touch the model. So how do we do that? We're going to right click on the FPS controller and we're going to create an empty object. Empty object is just an empty parent that we're gonna give to our models and anything related to that dying animation. So it is already on 0, 0, 0, so you don't have to make it be at the exact same position of the FPS controller. It is already there. I'm gonna rename it to dying cutscene. And I'm gonna drag and drop this idle for the Batman that I have onto this dying cutscene. So right now if I deactivate the dying cutscene, my Batman gets deactivated as well. What else do we need? As you saw just now, when I activated the game and when I moved around, you saw the camera moving around and this dying cutscene would just die and our camera was on top of the model, which was not actually good. So what do we do? The thing you're gonna do is, you're gonna deactivate your camera and you're gonna add a camera to this model. So we have two cameras, one camera for the game and one camera for dying. And you have to give it to the head so it follows the head's movement and rotation, so it is more natural. So what do? We open the idle, we go look for a head rig. If you don't know where to look, it is something like this. You open it, spine, you go to neck, you open the neck and you have the head. So you select the head, you right click on it and you add a camera. And now the camera is added to the head. It is positioned okay, so I don't touch anything. So right now if I start the game, our player is gonna run this dying animation. As you see, it is running the dying animation. The problem is when I move around, I can still move around but I'm dead. You see, I'm still moving around. Quick way to fix it would be to deactivate our FPS controller's script, so it won't allow us to move anymore. Instead of doing that, you saw that this animation, when this animation ran, our model's hand would come inside our head, so this would get all weird. So what do? We go to this camera and set it up perfectly. I'm gonna make the clipping planes to the lowest amount and I'm gonna move the camera a little bit up, and I'm gonna preview it so it is correctly given. So now it is okay. So my camera's position is okay now, and yeah, everything is actually set for the dying animation. We just created a dying animation, a very simple dying animation. By default, our dying cutscene is deactivated and our normal camera is activated. I want to say, for example, if our player's health reaches 0, we're gonna run this animation, but we don't have any health system right now. And I'm, for example, gonna say if I press Q, I want my model to die. So what do? We just create a new script. I'm gonna call it dying underline cutscene. So this is the script we have. So we need some references up here this way, and I'm gonna zoom on it so you guys can actually see it. We need a reference to our first person controller camera so we can deactivate it and activate that cutscene. So we're gonna say public game object. I'm gonna call it actual underline cam. Actual cam underline GO, which stands for game object. So this is a reference to our actual cam. Then we need a public game object for this dying cutscene. So we say dying cutscene underline GO. What else do we need? The other reference we need is for our FPS controller to stop moving when we move around. So you need a reference to your script in here. I know that my script is the Unity, first person controller. So public first person controller. When you give it, something like this will be added up here. If it doesn't, you can just add it yourself. You're gonna say using Unity standard assets.characters.firstperson. So now it needs, I'm gonna call it FPS script. So now I have a reference to my script, to the two objects I need, and I need a boolean. This is only for this video. So I'm gonna say no need. We'll see why. I need a private boolean. I'm gonna say died, which is false at the start. So if we didn't die, we die, and we don't need void start. So I'm gonna remove it. Inside void update. So now we got all the references we need. Inside void update, the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna say if we press Q, we wanna die. So we say if input that get key down key code dot Q. So if we press Q, and another important thing is we didn't die. So we say we go space and died is equal to false. So if we press the Q and we didn't die, we say died is true. So we no longer die. Then we say die function, and I'm gonna put it inside these two. So what do we do for the dying? We activate this. So we say dying cutscene go.setActive true. Then we deactivate the actual cam. We say actual cam go.setActive false, and we also disable this FPS script. So we say when we go down here, we say FPS script dot enable equal to false. So we disable our movement script, and we save it, and that is everything we needed for this function to happen. And we can actually go ahead and check this out. I have to give this script to an object. I'm gonna create an empty object. I'm gonna call it dying underline manager, and I'm gonna give it this script. It needs the actual cam. I go inside my FPS controller, I give it the camera. It needs the dying cutscene, just give it the dying cutscene, and it needs the FPS script, which is on the FPS controller. You can drag and drop the object or just click on this circle and find it. Now all the references has been given. We can go ahead and check it out. You see, I move around, I press Q, it runs the animation, and we're dead. You can add some dying effects or dying main menu when we die, and that is it. You can see our model and it is actually dying. So that was how to create a cutscene in Unity. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be very amazing. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. You can tell me anything in the comment section below, any recommendations, any suggestions, anything you have in mind, any ideas, or anything you want to say to me. You can actually say it in the comment section below. I would be very happy to answer all of them. Thank you so much for all your support, and also thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.